So thank you all for joining us. The aim of today is to go through some innovation related incentives for the manufacturing industry specifically. The R&D tax incentive is probably the most clear-cut government grant which is available to the manufacturing industry here in Australia. There's a ton of manufacturers out there who have no idea about the R&D tax incentive and should be claiming. And, the more knowledge they have, the better off they are, the more they can claim. But there's other help available too. Australia has in place what's called an Export Market Development Grant. And as the name suggests, it helps Australian companies, promote their brand and their product or process overseas. So you can claim the EMDG as well through the federal government. There's also what's called an Accelerating Commercialization Grant. So if you have a novel technology that you wish to commercialize domestically and internationally, you can claim the Accelerating Commercialization Grants as well. There's, for example, the Manufacturing Modernisation Grant. This Manufacturing Modernisation Grant has gone through 2 different rounds in 2 years. Normally, it opens in December and closes in January, and it seems to be quite successful, so I wouldn't be surprised they go for round 3, December and January coming up, where you can get grant funding for the modernisation of your manufacturing line, purchasing various capital equipment, etc. There's also other government grants and incentives which kind of pop up from time to time. For example, there could be a government grant popping up soon where it helps incentivize AI adoption within the manufacturing process. Or it could be aimed towards regional areas, helping regional manufacturers grow or purchase more capital. These other government grants are things that pop up from time to time, and it's quite important to be on top of these because you never quite know whether your company is going to fit the bill and fit the profile. The grants listed here, the EMDG, Accelerating Commercialization, Manufacturing Modernisation, they all kind of vary in terms of government funding. At a high level, the EMDG, you can get up to 50% of your eligible export promotion costs back. Accelerating Commercialization, they match dollar for dollar up to $1 million for that one. Manufacturing Modernisation, it depends on how much funding is available, but again, they can match more than dollar for dollar potentially, as well as other government grants and incentives, just depending on the various government grant. There's potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars that are available. You just have to apply for it on time and essentially go through the grant criteria and show A, how your company fits the criteria, and B, how your activities fit what it is that the grant is trying to achieve. And we help various companies, fill out these grant applications. So, if you were to think of R&D as domestic innovation, think of the EMDG as overseas marketing, as well as the Accelerating Commercialization, Manufacturing Modernisation as grants aimed at growing, improving, purchasing additional capital, whatever the case may be. A lot of the information available regarding the sectors, what's going to be available, etc., we publish in our newsletter, and we also publish frequently on our LinkedIn. And we have quite robust discussion on our LinkedIn page regarding, what's going to be coming up, what to look out for, and how to best position your business to maximize any government grant help that's available to you.